it is donation day in the vault.
You okay?
I'm trying to, you said energy. You said energy.
I know I did.
What the hell?
I know. The one time I get it, just cut him off at the knees.
Damn it.
It's like, you alright? You have
Rex, I'm getting a lot of mixed messages from you.
You having a moment there?
I'm getting a lot of mixed messages.
The dial in the medication.
I feel like
just right there.
I'm gonna, well, hang on a second.
Yep.
Do you have a pen?
No.
Oh, I have a pen.
I don't have pins.
Just,
I'm not a pin guy.
Hang on.
He's pinning. He's pinning something.
Don't look.
Do you like me? Yes or no? You son of a bitch, check one. It's just already got weird. It's already got so weird. There you go.
It's because I'm getting so many mixed messages like this that Chad has to blur out. Okay.
Sit on our big deck.
Donation Day, Jeffy Patron, Whiskey Saint.
You got me a clean glass.
I did.
Good on you. Is this
Whiskey Saint
worthy?
Whiskey Saint, Jeffrey
Worthy
Patron.
of a clean glass? What do we got? The Loch Lomond, the thing with the Jeffy Patron, you patron saint of whiskey.
All right.
I don't really know how to hit the high notes.
Okay, so Loch Lomond. Okay, so
he was singing the patron
Loch
saint song.
Lomond is a distillery that has released a whole bunch of different variations. We have them up here somewhere. They're in the L's. Oh, here they are.
50 bits in the glass.
This is specifically the Croftangia, and I have no idea how to pronounce that. No matter where I looked it up, there was no answer to that. Single malt, single cask, one of 289 bottles, cask number 272, bottled March 2018 from the Whiskey Exchange.
That's a lot of words.
That is a lot of words.
He's very excited about the words.
People want to know things, and we're gonna give it to them.
Oh, musty.
It is. It's musty butterscotch.
Yeah.
It's Werther's Originals being stored in an oak leather cabinet antique, but mixed with butterscotch.
Yeah,
and it's more butterscotch than musty. It's a musty butterscotch.
I think equal parts must and butterscotch. This is
one of the more interesting smelling
it really is.
Highlands I've ever tried.
Very respectable. One of 289 bottles?
It's varying peat levels. So they do peat things, but some unpeated, some heavily peated.
There's only 289
all over the
bottles
map. Yes.
Okay, wow.
You know what this is reminding me of, actually? You remember yesterday when we tried some of the new make being distilled at Balcones from the Spirit Safe?
It's like guava.
There are notes of that in here.
Guava?
Yeah, this like light fruit.
Because the dominant note for me was the guava.
Yeah, go back and think the light fruit.
No, I'm not getting that.
The barrel blended it out, but...
There's a
All
light,
right.
there's
Cheers
a light note.
to you, Patron.
This is, it feels
It really
like,
is one of the more balanced,
yes,
but not boring.
Yes.
Extremely dramatic and complex, but balanced.
I get dramatic Speyside and dramatic Isla, both in perfect cohesion with each other.
I'm getting that like prune juice, that fruit juice that's slightly sour.
Okay. I can see that, like a slightly sour.
Yeah. Man, this is good, Patron.
Damn.
Well done, you.
There's 289 bottles, though. That's a heartbreaker.
Okay, set that aside somewhere, and because we got to move on. We got 5 more bottles to do. This is Glendalough. This is from Aussie Filzy.
Aussie
Filzy. I have no idea.
Aussie? Or Aussie? Aussie Filzy, you magnificent! That wasn't it. I gotta get the growl. I'm not there. Hold on. Just I need a moment. Up there.
Just gonna give you some privacy. That's 2.
Broke my record. Aussie Filzy, you magnificent! Bastard.
This is a 7-year-old porter, not port, porter cask Irish whiskey.
I don't know what that is.
Porter is a beer. You've had a porter.
Oh,
The dark beers,
yeah.
right? Now, this is in Ireland, the land of darker beers. Ooh. 7 years in American oak bourbon cask and finished in Irish craft porter cask.
Oh.
Now, according to them, the rumors, it's actually being finished in Lamps Brewery porter casks.
Okay.
This is chocolate malt barley.
Chocolate malt barley. Okay.
Roasted chocolate.
Okay.
Now, 7 is a reference to the city of 7 churches built in Glendalough by St. Kevin. How's that for a name? It's hard to take that seriously. St. Kevin.
It's like one of our community members. It's like St. Jeffrey.
Yeah, St. Doug. Glendalough was actually founded in 2011 by Barry Gallagher, Brian Fagan, and Gary McLaughlin and Kevin Keenan with the intent to emphasize traditional methods of Irish distilling. So I wonder if their Kevin thinks of himself as St. Kevin.
You know what I'm not getting on this Irish whiskey?
I haven't tried a taste yet.
On the nose, even. I haven't tried the taste. On the nose. What I'm not getting...
That biscuity thing.
That biscuity butter.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I keep looking for that malty, biscuity shortbread note. Yeah, it's closer to the floral notes on like the green spot and the yellow spot.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm getting more of like, on the nose, more of a Speyside fruity floral note than I am an Irish. You okay? You gonna make it?
My stomach is cramping.
Right.
I haven't eaten today.
You just had a lot of whiskey?
No, I realized just now as my stomach cramped, I literally have eaten nothing today.
You need a banana?
I'm looking for the porter cask, but as much as I can't find the shortbread, I'm also not finding like, wow, that's a beer cask.
Right. No. This is like a floral. If you would have told me this was some kind of wine cask, I would have been like, yeah.
You would agree it was Irish. It's very Irish, right?
Well, on the nose, I'm getting, again, more of that Speyside floral fruitiness than I am what I consider typical Irish notes.
So here's what happens. In Jameson's, Jameson's has what they call the cask mates, and they have a stout cask.
Sure.
And the Jameson stout cask tastes like adding left-hand milk stout to Irish whiskey.
Left-handed milk stout.
Right, it's Irish whiskey, but with this milky cream note on it, right?
Yeah.
This, with a porter cask, it does not add this creamy dark beer. It feels like a white wine finish.
This feels like a bridge between...
Like a dessert wine.
This feels like a bridge between Irish whiskey and Speyside Scotch.
Sherried finished Speyside Scotch.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really nice.
Dude, look at this.
Oh, it's got wings.
That's some serious fiddly bits.
That is Teeling. Yeah, they got some. They're elbowing their way onto that shelf there.
Yeah, they are. We're Teeling.
You know what?
This is from Greg Postage, patron saint.
Greg Postage, your patron saint of whiskey.
And let's be honest, he gets all of his inspiration from Riley. Oh man, look at that cork!
No, I saw that.
No, hold that cork.
Oh my god.
Dude. You could kill a cat with that thing.
Dude, I could kill you with this.
Yeah?
Yeah. Where's my sock?
No. But put that back in the bottle. It feels good to recork that bottle.
Oh,
doesn't it?
It
does.
It feels like the last little millimeter is magnetically grabbing it.
Yeah, it's good. That's good.
How heavy is this? So what can we compare it to? This is like...
It's at least 3 pounds. Shut up. I'm just kidding.
So...
That is, you know what it is? It's a roll of quarters.
I was going to say a roll of quarters.
Yes.
Damn it. It's a roll of quarters.
It's a roll of quarters.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is bourbon barrel finished in ex-Muscat port barrels. Muscat is a kind of grape. And it's port barrels for 12 months. Teeling. This is them trying to celebrate the opening of the Teeling Distillery in Dublin. 15 years old.
The apple butter. It says apple butter. You ever have the apple butter at the Cracker Barrel?
Oh my god, it really is apple butter.
Apple butter at the Cracker Barrel.
It really is apple butter, but with milk chocolate.
With milk chocolate?
Yeah, but like Cadbury's, not Hershey's.
See, I don't slum it with the milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate's the only way to go.
Oh my god.
Dark chocolate people are savages.
Not a tremendous number of different flavors. Not a tremendous number of different flavors.
No.
But the ones that are there.
Lemon. Apple butter. Slight milk chocolate.
I'm not getting the milk chocolate. I'm with you with the apple butter is dominant.
Lemon's there
I can get a little bit of the lemon.
Because it actually kind of reminds me vaguely of limoncello. Me too. Man, we haven't had a bad one. So far on this day, I could have lived with each selection for a whole episode.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to sleep here tonight. All right, we're moving on. This is Michael Bettersworth.
Michael?
As in the man who was originally approached for my job.
Really?
And turned down the vice chancellor position, thus making room for me.
Michael Bettersworth, you brilliant and foreshadowing?
Yeah. Bastard. Now, I thought when he handed this to me, he said, why don't you try this?
That man knows how to dodge a bullet.
Yeah. When I saw this, I thought like, oh, it's like a budget Scotch whiskey, right? Doesn't it sort of look like it?
Yeah.
Okay. It sort of looks like a budget Scotch whiskey.
Like a clip art snake, you turn into silhouette.
Then I did the research.
Okay.
It's actually an independent bottling company, sort of like Signatory.
Sure.
And they like called Blackadder, not like the Rowan Atkinson Blackadder.
But that's the best
The
Blackadder.
BBC episodes. But, which is awesome, by the way, because Rowan is a genius.
Oh,
but
really nice.
What they're doing is doing single independent releases.
Oh.
Now, this is of a range of releases that they're doing that they call Black Snake. And they're doing Solera casking. Remember Solera casking? Where you only pour some of the whiskey, and then you mix the old whiskey with the new whiskey before you pull again.
We talked about it in our Infinity Bottle episode. We'll link it up here.
We did. Now, this, every time they do a pull of the Solera cask, they give it a different name, and it's called Venom. They're pulling venom from the cask.
Sure.
Right? This is vat number 6, which means the 6th pull from the Solera casking system. They're using...
This smells amazing.
Oloroso or PX sherry barrels.
Yep. Single malt Scotch. 60%, 60.2%. This is up there.
Yeah. These are not... I thought budget. This is not budget whiskey.
No.
This is legit action right here. This is bottle 243 of 464 bottles.
I think
that's maybe what, 3 barrels for them?
I think I've acclimated to challenging notes in like the Ardbegs and the whatnots that I feel like there's some really earthy, not aggressive, but not sweet, fruity, floral stuff in here. I feel like I'm just flying right past it.
Yeah,
and
it's light.
And I'm just landing on those lighter, more friendly notes.
Yeah,
but it's not. But again,
there's no dark notes in here though. There's none of the barrel. I'm not getting the barrel. I'm not getting the earth. I'm not getting heavy peat.
Nah, I'm not saying light. I'm not saying light.
This is dense like vanilla gets dense. You ever open up a bottle of vanilla extract?
Yeah.
And that smell is a vanilla that's really heavy.
Vanilla in and of itself, you would imagine it'd be kind of like a little
but like
sprinklier
vanilla,
lighter.
No,
this
vanilla extract
concentrated.
It's dense.
Yes.
Dense is the word that comes to my head.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's really good.
Yeah. So
that's hard vanilla candy.
I'm getting there's a lot of sweetness. The reason why I can't say light is because I think here's what it is. Obviously, it's the 60%.
Yeah, the spice.
If this was
sparkly.
If this was proof down, then this would be like light and fruity, floral,
and maybe
pretty,
even boring.
And pretty, but the fact that this is right up there at 60 freaking % alcohol.
Man.
This has a level of richness and intensity to these notes that you usually, whenever you get them, they're a little bit dainty.
This is released exclusively in the U.S.
Oh, nice. Because America. Fair enough.
Let's add a little water real quick, just before we move on to the last one, or last 2. Wow.
Did it do something interesting?
It brought out orange.
Okay.
And I mean like orange candy. It's orange. It brought out, but orange with the sugar dusting orange, like candies. That's weird. So,
what do we got? Home stretch? What are we on?
Dos más.
2 more. So let's pick up the pace.
Dude, I'm tired.
I know, like home stretch. we can sit down after 2 more.
This is Swedish whiskey.
Yeah.
Remember the Mackmyra? We've had it before.
And who sent it?
This is That guy. You go for it, Rex.
Hold on.
Hey, we're American, man. I'm sorry.
Schlichterich Franz Muttert, you magnificent bastard. I want to know how, like, the weirdness of our name.
Yeah, locally.
Yeah, in there.
But come on, Daniel Whittington. It can't be that weird.
I don't know, man. You are so
Rex Williams. That's not weird.
super weird. Hey.
Okay, so this is in Sweden. Now, this is a juniper note, and they're actually smoking this. Ah, it really is. I'm not even going to show that on camera.
Right,
they put a dick on their bottle.
He said it.
Yeah.
He said it.
So this is what they call Mackmyra Svenrock, I guess. Mm-hmm. Svenskrock.
Yes.
Smoke flavor inspired by old Swedish tradition of preserving food over juniper twigs.
Ah, interesting. Smoke.
They're smoking their malt in this way. So we would use mesquite or oak, right?
Yeah.
They're using, in theory, juniper wood.
I'm digging the smoke note that isn't a smoke that
It's not peat.
It's not peat. That I don't think I've ever had that particular smoke note. It's not an alien creature. It's obviously a smoky type of wood.
This is an all Swedish smoky malt.
Yes, it does have a thread of uniqueness.
If that's the case, I wonder if because remember they were doing Swedish oak, aging their own barrels in Swedish or whiskey and Swedish oak.
Now you mentioned,
so they could be using Swedish grain, Swedish juniper to smoke it,
sure,
and Swedish oak to age it. This is a true Swedish smoky single malt.
Fine. You mentioned mesquite though, and obviously this isn't mesquite, but if there was a wood,
it would be closer to mesquite.
The closest wood.
That's probably why it popped into my head.
Yeah, the closest wood I can think of is.
Although I would say maybe pecan, because pecan has this weird kind of sweet note when it gets burned.
Really?
Yeah. Remember when we did our smoking episode and we used all the different woods? Pecan was the one that was sweet and nutty.
Okay.
But this smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you just do a drive-by,
wow,
it smells like a barbecue. It smells like you're getting some drifting smoke from a barbecue.
So the hero in this is the smoke note.
Yeah.
On the taste, once you get into it, okay.
Did you see that? I got a little aggressive on this.
She's very excited. On the taste, the sweeter flavors are just kind of playing backup vocals. This, the hero, like the
oh man, yeah, the taste.
Yeah,
it's really smoky. So
smoky is the hero.
It's not
the sweetness that's there.
It's not Octomore smoky.
No,
but it is very smoky.
If you like,
but it's a weird smoke. It's
I like it. I like the smoke.
This is like no smoke flavor I've ever tried before.
That's why I like it.
Nothing comes close to
I'm
this.
digging the uniqueness of
this
that.
is, I would vote as the best Mackmyra I've tasted.
Have you ever tasted another?
We've got 3 other ones, and we've done 2 of them on camera.
Sure. Totally remember that.
No, this is my favorite Mackmyra to date.
Okay.
This is a great job of using local ingredients to create something really interesting. After the initial sip, the smoke is subsiding.
Mm-hmm.
And it's becoming background rather than hero. It's the bed on which all the other flavors are sitting.
Fine. All right, last one. I dig that.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, Oak and Eden.
Oak and Eden. We're circling back because I remember
we did Oak and Eden rye.
Right.
And we asked you guys in the Reddit crew.
Yes.
Figure out what the hell was going on there.
In
because
the Whiskey Tribe subreddit, we threw down a little bit of a detective challenge.
Because we searched and all we could find was things about like makers and we do whiskey
now,
and the spire.
That was like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Why?
Not long.
Because y'all went out and you got a bunch of really great information and you brought it back to the subreddit. You did some sleuthing.
As a matter of fact, we're going to mention some names. So, Brad LeClaire helps manage the Reddit. But on this...
Brad LeClaire. Oh, by the way, Jesse from Still It.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Reddit.
Where's his whiskey?
I don't know.
He said he was going to mail us whiskey and he did a video packaging it.
Sure.
It has not arrived yet.
Sure.
What did he say?
And then Jordan Peters is another mod. So, This has been a long time coming.
Okay.
Okay. Why has it taken us a few weeks to circle back to this? Because they've given us answers a long time ago.
I'll tell you. So first, thank you to Matt J, who figured out from their response source and all that kind of stuff.
A lot of good contributors, by the way.
Dro Craft Beer, Nikki Ninja, Arlon, who figured out talked about the cab thing that they're doing, and J Coop 22, who actually figured out their investment strategy and their angel investors.
So y'all kind of went like a deep dive.
Yeah, you did.
You're hacking bank accounts, and you're getting into their diaries at night.
You're going full sneakers, which is the ultimate IT tech movie.
So much so, like you guys went so intensely into the realm of informational discovery.
So much that Joe...
Who's Joe?
Joe is one of the owners. And he called me or emailed me and was like, hey, so I hear you're interested in our distillery. Would you like to get together for lunch or something? Mm-hmm. So I invited Joe out to the campus. Mm-hmm. And today, for about an hour and a half, I hung out with Joe.
So we dragged
one of the owners.
We dragged Joe out here to tell us what the hell is going on.
Of Oak and Eden.
Right.
Now, he said we can tell them that the bourbon they are sourcing, and by the way, they're sourcing everything right now, although they have intentions to distill.
Okay.
Right now, they're sourcing everything.
Which you can't really tell from the website right now.
Now, it's not the same mash bill as ours.
Sure.
I think they're doing the 65 corn mash bill versus our 75 corn mash bill. But it's basically bullet.
Yeah.
For all practical purposes.
Okay.
They're bringing it in after 2 years, and then they are finding the different woods that they think are interesting, charring, spiraling those, and dropping them into the bottle. Now, that has an effect.
To remind you, this has a wood.
Yeah, that spiral has an effect for about 6 weeks, and then it's basically done.
Okay.
It's not like the longer you leave it in, the longer it changes.
Fair enough.
It reaches a point at which saturation happens, and it all evens out.
Yeah.
So this is, in theory, MGP bullet bourbon with their finishing style. Now, what they were saying was, look, we could get MGP and just bottle it.
Yeah.
Or we could get MGP and make it even better by doing something interesting to it.
Sure. Now, does this piece of wood make a noticeable difference, or is it kind of like a gimmick? Hey, there's wood in there. I wonder what that tastes.
You want to find out?
Sure.
I'll show you.
So is that the same mash bill from MGP?
Yes.
Oh.
It's the same as Bullet, which is MGP.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
So.
Then Bullet's not doing anything special to it?
And no, and all of a sudden.
It smells really nice.
I don't see Bullet on our shelves.
Again, it smells like a perfectly nice whiskey, is what I said last time.
See, alphabetical sorting has really helped our situation here. Okay, here's Bullet. In theory, it's the same whiskey, but they are finishing it differently.
Oh no, very different.
Now, in my experience,
very different.
What they're doing adds a lot of vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla.
And makes it way more approachable, drinkable, less spiky notes. Mm-hmm. Almost more, what would you say?
Here's the bullet.
Possibly.
So the bullet.
Smooth.
The bullet, I get a little bit more of the artificial cherry.
Yeah.
As the dominant note for me on that.
And a lot of spike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's all the edges are rounded. There's a hint more char.
More, I would say wood, but yeah. Char.
Yeah. There's maybe 10% more wood note.
Yeah, it tames the artificial cherry note.
But it's not sharp wood note, it's rounded
wood note. It tames the artificial cherry note. I think it's an improvement.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
This.
So why the hell?
Preferable.
Why did it take us so long? Why did we have to release the hounds?
So
get this information.
Here's what I would say about Joe and his brother who are making the whiskey at Oak and Eden, or finishing the whiskey at Oak and Eden.
Right.
They had zero desire to obscure what they were doing.
Is that based on your conversation with him?
Based on my conversation, they had no intention of hiding that they're sourcing their whiskey.
But it was super hard to find out.
They thought that what they were saying was obvious that they were sourcing. Because they're so
We had so many people looking at this and nobody knew.
They're so inside the bottle of their own creation that they forget that people outside don't understand what they mean when they say the things they mean.
Okay.
So there was no intention to mislead. There was simply the accent on like, look, we wanted to source and make a whiskey we thought the world would love. We care about the people, the personalities that are the makers and the artists and the, and we wanted to make their whiskey.
So are you saying, and again, I didn't meet the guy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm still on the fence. But it sounds like they went chasing the romantic idea of whiskey with their marketing and neglected to be clear about what's actually.
Yes, they went so far in the romance.
Okay.
They forgot to be clear about their origins.
Sure.
Now, they're going to change that, according to Joe.
Oh.
He said, well, crap, if I thought it was obvious, but if you didn't think it was, maybe we should make it more obvious.
Well, this is funny because you told me shortly before we started, at the end of the conversation you were having with Joe, says, and by the way, if you could not have people calling us constantly.
Yeah, if you could call your dogs of war off.
Because
they keep calling us to find out all of our information. Can you please tell them it's okay?
Hilarious to me. That with those fantastic magnificent bastards, they stepped up. They're going to get the information.
That's right.
They're going to get the information.
They would not be stopped.
Right, and the website traffic. This is the moment he realized something's happened.
They get some search traffic's big spike. Oh, I guess that you guys said go find out what happened to their whiskey.
Hunt them down.
I would say this is one of the more drinkable things I've tried in that finished bourbon category.
Yeah, I really
now he let me try their Cabernet barrel finished bourbon, and it was really good.
Is that a thing we can get?
They only are releasing it at distillery in a small quantity.
Toasted oak bourbon Inspire. Okay.
Yeah, that's their more classic one. Right. All I'm going to say is if he can get clear about what they're doing,
sure,
and he can. If he can accent the magic they're actually adding,
sure,
they have the ability to do dozens of variations of things that we could all try.
What's surprising me right now, because if that is an actual one-to-one comparison with the Bullet MGP, same mash bill, compared to same mash bill with the spiral thing in here, it's an obvious, you don't even have to hunt for the difference.
No.
It's there
completely different.
I actually prefer the difference that the little. It feels like at a glance it's like it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. They put a little piece of wood in there and it's going to do something special. It, in my opinion, did something special.
It really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It really did. All right, that's the end of donation day. We made it all the way to the end.
Wow.
How do you feel?
I feel. I'll tell you honestly how I feel. I feel like we haven't really mastered donation day.
Yeah, we really haven't.
Because
there's got to be more of a structure.
We go full on review for each of these.
Or the last time we skipped really fast.
No, we didn't. Oh my God, we didn't.
No, the last real donation day.
Okay.
We moved pretty quickly.
All right. Well, anyway, Chad, don't.
Sorry, Chad.
Yes, sorry. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may you fight for a friend.
You steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.